DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beat.
Hey, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another glorious episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Mel Nikon, and let's say hello to the other Vixens. First up, we have Lumi. Hi, Lumi.
Hey.
Hello, hello. And then we've got Jen, the Juice Berry.
How's everybody doing?
Hi, Jen. And last but certainly not least, the lovely Mixtress Rin.
Hi, certainly.
Certainly. How is everyone doing?
Doing good. Just had I got a new mod this weekend. Couldn't find it for the show. But
Oh, what'd you get?
I've got the Pulse V2, the new Squonk that just came out. That's bottom fill. So
Nice.
it's just like the Pulse that came out that was regulated. But the Pulse 2 now, if you turn it upside down, you're able to fill from the bottom. So I've really been enjoying it.
Wasn't that handy?
I just wanted to have something to replace my top side if something should happen to it that was just as easy to fill and was lightweight and small. Still took 21/700. It fit all the things I needed for it. Only thing when I think of mods, I'm not real too picky with them. If they fit my hand, if the grip is good, if they feel like they're not cheaply made, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then the ease of use of top fill on the top side is what I love so much about it. So this one, with it being at the bottom, it's perfect because it fills just as easily. You unscrew it and you fill it from the bottom, screw it back. But the little screw thing is little. It's thin. So I'm afraid that with it being that small, I'm going to drop it, because like on the top side, it's nice and hefty, this thing right here, That's the only thing. Other than that, it's perfect. Perfect.
Nice.
When you turn it upside down to fill it, does it drip out the top?
No, it doesn't. As long as you don't have juice inside your
Your wicks aren't like sopping wet.
Yeah, as long as it's not sopping, you're just turning it around, filling it up, and I haven't had any leaking issues at all.
I'm always trying to think of my dad because he likes the Squonk quite a lot.
Oh, this is super easy. The bottle is 8 mil. It's not quite as big as the top side, which is 10. It's missing 2, but it's still easy enough, and the grip on it is good, and it feels kind of indestructible. Plus, it's got a waterproof chip in it. So if it falls in water, I don't know why anything would fall in water, but, it's got a waterproof chip.
Cool. I haven't bought new hardware in so long because all my stuff just keeps ticking, right? And right now within iShot, I've got 4 different mods, so I can't justify buying any more hardware.
I break enough of mine, plus like my dad and my stepmom vape. I'm kind of trying to collect as many as I can that are cheap.
That one's not cheap. Oh, look, you got that one. That was one of the sales that I put up.
Yeah, it was like $8. I was like, it's a Sigelli, so it's not like a bad brand. And I figured
it used to be, yeah. Sigelli used to be freaking rock solid.
Yeah. I still have my Sigelli 100 watt.
For $8, if it breaks in a month, you got your vape worth. It's
yeah, right.
Damn disposable pod.
I like that it's clear. Like you can't see because of the glare on my screen, but you can kind of see a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I posted in the Flavor Addict into the Ohm group, in the equipment group I have over there.
Yeah, she's bad though.
Yeah, I'm really bad. When I find sales, I might not buy them, but if I see them, I post them. So then there's all these people going, why did she do that? And they'll buy it, you know, but I figured why not? When you have all these other groups where it's like massive, massive people, you guys are my people. So if I find something really good, I've got to share it with you so that you can take advantage of it before some dimwat does, you know?
I'm a creature of habit. I have whatever I mix for Fresh O3 show in the Mix and Vixens in Bayless, and those are my 3 things that I have all week. I have 1 mod, 1 RDA, and 1 drip tip from DHD. You're not touching my setup. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's how my husband and my son are too, but I've taken advantage of quite a few sales to stock up for them. And for me, I just, you know, the top side, I've had this thing has been going on for over a year now, but the bottom, it's got a little thing where the bottom, it gets loose, right? So I have to, sometime during the day, the battery starts to jiggle and I have to wiggle it back in there. And I'm afraid it's going to eventually give out. So I needed to find something that was a comparable replacement for it. And I think I found it. It's, if I still have the option of buying another top side, the top side still edges it out. But I mean, it's so small that I think
want a top side so bad. I think I would like squonking if I had something like a top side.
it's tit for tat for the two of them. The only thing that would push them in either direction would be the price. So I would buy either one of those.
Yeah.
Function the same, and the only difference is going to be the price. They're making me move again. Lumi just danced me to the side. She said,
You don't read the chat.
You don't. We've been trying to tell you in chat, but you were like kind of, which is fine now, but once we start showing recipes, you'll be, you know, cut off.
I know. I don't read. I'm talking to you guys. I'm
over here just laughing because you're yabbering away and your camera is over further than it's been in a while, and you're still as close to that door as you can get when you know that door is where the recipe goes.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I just like to lean on that door, you know?
Trying to leave, that's what it is.
Huh?
All right. Why don't we start talking about some mixing, girls? How did you guys enjoy mixing up this week's profile?
I went dark with mine.
Ooh. Went to the dark side.
Fall type.
I'm really enjoying mine, and of course, it's a shake and vape.
Yeah, I really had fun with mine as well. It's really tasty.
Mine is just one of the things I like. I like my booze. I like my dark wintry stuff that's creamy.
I like my boobs too.
Yeah, man. All right, well, Lumi, how about you requested that you would like to go first this time. So how about you go over your recipe, and we'll start talking about them.
Mine is super yummy. When you first make it, the banana is very, very forward, but it smooths out. The cake helps and does its thing, girl. Yep, it does all that. So today, and I made it yesterday around really inappropriate time, like 11 p.m. But now the cake is more forward and the banana is a back note, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like a nice creamy wet cake. I used Angel Cake Super Concentrate Wonder Flavors at 2.7 or 2.07, Banana VSO 2.78, Cream Milky Undertones 1-on-1 1.32, Graham Cracker Flavora 2.03, Shisha Vanilla Inawera 0.56, Vanilla Pudding 1.58. Kind of wanted to get like that banana pudding note to it, like a really nice vanilla-y banana pudding on top of cake, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's kind of what you get from it.
Yep, and then Fresh told me that graham cracker by Flavora, if used around 2%, tastes a lot like Nilla wafers. So that's been my go-to for Nilla wafers.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I really really like Flavora graham cracker or graham crust, but I keep forgetting to use it. Because I used a graham cracker in mine too, but I used a different one. But yeah, I can see where Flavora graham crust would kind of work that way.
I'm loving it. It's got that southern kind of banana pudding on top of cake taste, which is what I wanted. I was kind of skeptical, but I got it.
Very cool. Yeah, that's I don't think I have that banana by VSO. But if it's like any of the, like his other fruits, it's a very like realistic, authentic banana.
Yeah, it's pretty mild. You kind of have to bump it up quite a bit, but it's nice.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
I
sharing.
really need to get on the ball and buy some of those VSOs.
Yeah. It makes some good stuff. Well, I'll go next. I did a banana cake as well, but I did banana butterscotch, and then try to do the with vanilla wafers and stuff. And of course, being a vape, I don't really get the texture difference between the vanilla wafers and the vanilla cake, but this is still really good regardless. So what I used for the banana note is kind of my go-to. Is I did 2% Salubarome banana flambe, because it's like a nice mellow kind of cooked banana note. And then I went butterscotch, and I really leaned into that Wonder Flavors butterscotch cream pie, because I was hoping, for one thing, it's a good butterscotch. And also I was hoping that the pie can be used, like the crust from the pie can be used towards the cake, but the cream part can be used to help like the frosting, because this cake has like a lot of vanilla frosting on it. And then I did 0.75% Flavor West graham cracker for that darker malty kind of vanilla wafer note. And then I did 2% Pure Plum Simply Cake for that's most the cake note is just a Simply Cake. It's good. It's similar to like a yellow cake by like Jungle Flavors type thing, and then 0.5% of Super Sweet, because I really wanted I wanted it sweet. I mean, there was nothing. You can leave it out if you want. I just was in the mood for something really sweet, so I added that. And then for the frosting, I did a combination of 1% Vape Train sweet cream, which is like the inside of a Twinkie, no joke. It's delicious. And then 2% Vape Train vanilla buttercream frosting. And I've been really enjoying it. It's like I said, you don't really get the textural differences between the cake and the vanilla wafer and stuff, but I don't care because it's delicious.
Yeah, you look like you layered this thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
You made each aspect of this mix. It looks really good to me. I don't think I've tried that butterscotch cream pie.
Oh, you need to. It's good. It's like a mellow, smooth butterscotch cream pie. I mean, it's really good.
Got the pie notes and everything.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of crust notes. Yep. Yeah, 7 flavorings, Addie. I went crazy today or this week.
You did go crazy. That's the first thing I noticed. Wow. And Emily was trying to create her winter butterscotch banana.
Yeah, exactly. Like every winter, I make something that's like a butterscotch banana or like a caramel or peanut butter banana or something.
Yeah, I was like,
this is
the beginning of her fall recipes right here.
Yeah, this is definitely it. And what I like about this, because of the sweet cream, is you get like a fluffy, like frostingy, like mouthfeel with that vanilla. So it really like drives home that there's vanilla frosting on this cake. And yeah, it's really freaking tasty. I like it a lot. And like the banana isn't too, it's kind of more mellow, like it isn't in your face. I didn't want like the banana to be the main note. I wanted the cake and the frosting to be the main note, and that's exactly what I'm getting.
I don't know how to ever make banana not a main note because I don't care how low I go with it. I always taste it as a main note. Like that's
Oh
something that's
yeah.
out at me every time, no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's pretty well balanced with everything else going on in this mix. So yeah, if you guys like this profile, I think you have these flavors, I think suggest that you mix it up because it's pretty darn tasty.
Pretty darn tasty. I think we're gonna-
Yippers.
if nobody cares and nobody else has any questions for Emily, I'll go next.
All right, let's
I
just
want you
keep
to
this
tell
train
me,
rolling.
You want me to do what?
to aim your camera closer to your boob.
Ah, there
There
you
you
go. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
How you
Through the
doing?
top of your head.
You guys need to start wearing low cut shirts like me. So
I don't
this
even
is
think
all my shirts are like this.
I don't
And
think I even own a low cut shirt.
And I don't think that it's that my shirts are low cut. I just think my boob line is really high.
That could be it.
You
We don't care.
don't care?
We're not
You
trying
don't
to
care
figure
what
it
the
out.
excuse is?
We're just glad it is.
Hey, I work in banking and I was working at the branch. I used to get in trouble for that all the time. And I was like, look, man, I'm not wearing a damn turtleneck to work. I mean, I don't know. Anyhow, I made a butterscotch Irish cream cake.
Ooh.
So let me so pretty much I made like a white cake that was injected with Irish cream, like Bailey's Irish cream style inside. So the cake is moist and has the Bailey's, and then it's got a buttercream frosting, a butterscotch buttercream frosting is pretty much what I made. And the crispy, so let me go over the recipe. I used buttercream frosting from Wonder Flavors, and I combined that with meringue. That's pretty much my icing on it. But then butterscotch, the actual butterscotch is Flavor West because that is such a rich flavor. It is so rich. So that is like infused into the cake. I use creamy sponge cake from Flavor West as well because that doesn't have a big strong vanilla note like some of the cupcakes do. It's more of a white cake. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it in a way that makes sense, but it made sense to me when I mixed it with the butterscotch, and it's sweet enough that I don't find Flavor West butterscotch to be too sweet. So I feel like the creamy sponge cake brings the sweetness to the table with the cake. Um, I use cookie and crispy wafers for the cookie aspect of the cake. Sometimes it separates in some of the inhales and exhales, and sometimes it just becomes part of the cake. So sometimes you get that little crunchiness out of the cookies, and that's it. I use the Irish cream as a flavoring of the cake itself. So it's really good. It's really rich. It's deep. It's dark. It kind of tastes like a buttery nipple cake. That wasn't my intention, but that's what I get out of it. So
Yeah, that Flavor West butterscotch. You're like you said, it's not that sweet, but it's dark and rich, and like it's really good.
Have you ever had a buttery nipple shot? That's what it ended up tasting like. It wasn't my intention to go there, but it tastes like a buttery nipple cake.
Nice.
Should have called it that, huh?
Yeah, buttery nipple cake. Very cool.
That's it. And I think I used less flavors than you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I use the same amount.
Same amount. One of these days, you'll beat me. You'll use less than me.
Today could have been that day. Today could have been that day, but I would have had to leave something out.
Or added sweetener to yours.
Yeah.
Or no, mine. Mine includes sweetener. Never mind. All right. Rin, you're up, Chica.
Hi. So I used butterscotch too. I did it originally without it, but it was lacking something. So what I did is I used a couple elements from my banana pudding recipe because to me it looks like a banana pudding cake. So I took the banana nut bread at 4%, the biscuit by Inawera, which is the cookie, at 0.5%. Then I added the butterscotch cream pie by Wonder Flavors at 0.75, fluffy white cake at 1.25, and Philadelphia butter cake from Wonder Flavors at 0.75. The cakes are all there as for the cake. I wanted something with a pretty heavy frosting note, which to me the fluffy white cake is very frosting heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then combined with the butterscotch cream pie and the butter cake, it kind of gives it a buttercream kind of essence to it. I'm not very familiar with the butterscotch cream pie because I haven't single flavor tested it, but I wanted to use it because I haven't. And from reading notes, it was a good butterscotch. So I figured it would have the butterscotch element, and then the cream pie might give it a little bit more of like body and a creaminess. So that's why I used it. And then the Philadelphia butter cake just to add more of a butter note and add to the fluffy white cake for a little bit more of a cake base. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It takes a couple of days for me to be like, basically, it just tastes better after a couple of days.
I really debated on the two different white cakes, and the only reason I went with Flavor West is because I kept reading that the one from Wonder Flavors was sweeter, and I didn't want to add any more sweetness when I was already dumping things in there that were really sweet,
Yeah, it's sweeter and it has a brightness, like Rin said, like a lot of frosting to it,
Yeah.
It's good. And I love that you used banana nut bread for your banana note, since it's going in a bakery anyway. And that banana nut bread by TFA, I mean, it's still unbeat, like it's such a good banana.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I used in my banana pudding, and it just worked really well in it. Because to me, that flavor, I don't really get any nuts from it. That's like the one thing that, like, if you were trying to critique that flavor by itself, which I don't mind that it doesn't have a nut note in it, but it's supposed to, and I don't get it. But I mean, it works for me. Why can't I talk? I tried adding more banana. So
Because you're looking at my boobs.
Unfortunately, I'm not. My window's like right blocking it, but I tried adding more banana on top of it, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let the banana nut bread do its thing. It's a mild banana. It's not like an in your face type thing. It's more of like an infusion of banana. So it's good though. I like it.
Yeah, it looks really good. And you're right about the not having any nuts in the banana nut bread, but I'm not mad at it either. It's still really good bakery note.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, this looks really good too. Everyone did such a good job. Like I said, I'm all about banana in the fall for some reason. It's just really good, and I really had a good time making this.
And it does look like a banana nut bread, but I just wanted to make something classic that I like, that I wanted to bake this week. And when I was mixing, I was like, you know what? I haven't made anything butterscotch Irish cream in a while, so I skipped the whole banana thing. Still has the same colors.
Yeah, you got the butterscotch, which, I mean, to me, banana and butterscotch is such a good combination.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing that says banana in the picture. Like, it could have just been banana scotch or butterscotch and vanilla wafers, So
yeah,
you did fine. And as long as you love it, like, that's all that matters,
It's really good. It's really, really good.
All right, now we did have quite a few people play along, and some of you were really darn quick on the uptake in dropping pictures or recipes that makes me wonder, like, are these theory craft recipes, or did you just happen to have a recipe that you just recently created that was similar to this? But that's okay. We'll go through them. The first up is Brian. aka Rum Pirate. He did a banana pudding cake. And he used 2.5% Vape Train banana custard, 2% Flavor West caramel candy, 2% TFA graham cracker, 2% Wonder Flavor shortbread cookies, 3% Mullenberry soft banana, 3% Capella sugar cookie version 1. He did a 0.5% of super sweet, 1.5% Vape Train sweet cream, and 1.5% Flavora vanilla pudding. So yeah, and so instead of butterscotch, he added caramel. And then that I almost use that Vape Train banana custard too instead of banana flambe, because that I think like that would have been my second choice, because that's also an excellent banana flavor. That banana custard, I think it's the best banana cream out there.
And this looks very rich and deep and strong.
Yeah, you got the darkness from the shortbread cookies and the graham cracker. Yeah, this looks really good.
What else do we have?
Awesome. All right.
You want me to help you with any of these? Because I mean, we have a lot.
That's all right. I already have them pulled up. It's fine. If you want to go over Jeannie Sims,
Of course, you give me that one.
it just happened to be the next one in my queue.
Yeah, she's trying to battle for Winstead for
yeah, it is verified though. Jeannie Sims, and she's one of them. I think that was like really quick on the draw. And
She had to have this in her back pocket. She had this card and pulled it.
Yeah, like this is not something you can just whip up in 2 minutes and be like, all right.
This is what I call a back pocket recipe.
Absolutely.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Don't get it wrong. You don't have to make something absolute fresh to play along with us.
Nope, because you can showcase something you already have that you haven't had the opportunity to showcase anywhere else.
Exactly. Absolutely. As long as it fits in our profile picture, we're fine with it.
All right, so so she used 4% banana cream by Lorenz, 2.5% Vape Train butter banana custard, 1% Flavor Art butterscotch, 3% butterscotch ripple by Flavor West, 2.85% white cake by Flavor West, 1.25% Flavor Art cookie, 2% fluffy white cake by Wonder Flavors, 1% frosting by Flavora, 2% shortbread cookies by Wonder Flavors, 0.70 smoked butterscotch by Flavora, 3% Flavor West vanilla cupcake, 2% vanilla whipped cream by Capella, and 1.5% white chocolate milky cream Wonder Flavors.
Wow, there's a lot going on here. I love that she used smoked butterscotch by Flavora to give it more of a dark, toastiness. The part of me though, like the minimalist of me, was like looking at this recipe and being like, okay, so much can be scaled back or scaled down, but maybe not. This, if anything, this looks very layered. Very complex. So
yeah, there's definitely a lot going on.
For sure. Thank you for sharing, Jeannie.
If you look at the cake, I mean, it looks like there's a lot going on in that cake too. So
yeah,
whatever tastes good.
that's right. Yeah, you got white cake and fluffy white cake, plus the cookie and the shortbread cookies and the vanilla cupcake. There's a lot of cake going on, Jeannie Sims. A lot of cake. All right. The next one is by I Am Sam, Mr. Samalicious, Mr. Samadam Ding Dong.
Amadama ding dong.
Hamadam Ding Dong. He did an ultimate smash pie, is what he called his. And he used 3% vape train banana custard, 2% Wonder Flavors banana puree, 1% Flavora caramel, 2% FA cookie, 1.5% one-on-one pie crust, 1.5% Flavora vanilla pudding, and then 1.5% one-on-one whipped cream. So with that vanilla pudding and the whipped cream combo there, it's a nice kind of fluffy frosting on top of that cake. Or pie, I mean. It's more of a cream pie with that cookie and pie crust. And of course, banana custard and banana puree. I mean, that's a genius combination right there for your banana.
Yep. It's banana forward though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a banana cream pie with maybe a little touch of brown sugar. Very cool. All right, Rainy. What's that?
I found my mod, the one I was telling you guys about earlier.
Okay.
And this is where you would fill it. Can you see that? Did the camera pick it up?
Yeah.
You just take the top off and you turn it around and you fill from there. It's really good.
Cool.
I mean, and it's not going to drip juice any more than it does right now, as long as it's not drowning in juice in the Addy, you know?
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Rin, you want to go over the drip drop vape? Who is that? I forgot to see who that was.
Sure.
Is that Joshua Hatfield, maybe? Yeah. Joshua Hatfield is drip drop vape.
All right, so they did a plate licking cake. We have Wonder Flavors banana puree.
My favorite kind of cake.
Huh?
I said my favorite kind of cake.
Oh,
Plate licking one.
Plate licking cakes.
yeah. So we have Wonder Flavors banana puree, 1.5%, 1% Inawera biscuit, 1.5% cannoli shell Wonder Flavors, 2% dulce de leche TFA, 0.5% super sweet Capella, 2% vanilla swirl by TFA, 0.75% Vienna cream by Liquid Barn, and 1.5% yellow cake Flavor West.
Hear that motorcycle?
Sorry, guys. One of the pleasures of living downtown. This looks interesting too. This looks really good too. I like that he used dulce de leche. That's not something I would have thought about using.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody so far down the aisle has gone really rich. So this picture inspired a lot of richness.
Yeah, and I think that's what inspired the. If you notice the title that Rin came up with, Rich AF Cake, because we all wanted something rich and dark, and it looks like we all kind of accomplished our goals, which is really awesome. All right, so last but not least is Karen. She did a Nana pudding cake, and she used 1.2% TFA banana cream, 0.6% Purellum vanilla wafer with milk, 0.4. Oh no, I'm reading grams. I'm sorry. Let me restart this. 4% TFA banana cream, 2% Purellum vanilla wafer with milk, 1.5% Flavora vanilla pudding, 2% TFA whipped cream, and 2% jungle flavored yellow cake. So nice and simple. Looks really tasty. Looks like just like something I would do actually, because in one of my versions that I made for this week, I used Purellum vanilla wafer with milk in place of the Flavor West graham cracker, and it was good as well. And I almost left it in there, but I guess when I was having to kind of make my decision of which version to kind of go with next and tweak next, I went with the one with Flavor West graham cracker just because it was a little bit darker a little bit more unctuous, if you will, and I was really going for that rich.
Dark
But
banana,
yeah,
Emily, classic mix.
yeah, this looks really good, Karen. This looks just like something I would do. You got the whipped cream, the vanilla pudding for the frosting, that jungle flavors yellow cake. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you for playing along, Karen. Everyone's mix looks really good, really interesting. So
I like having a lot of variety. It was just a good introduction to the fall recipes. We're having a cold front here in Florida. My mom called me and told me they're having a cold front too. They're down to 85.
I was gonna say, what's a cold front for you? Like
I
75
was
degrees?
like, Mom, bye. Hung up. I was like, damn, I'm already at 73 over here and I'm complaining because I wanted to go to the beach one more time and it's not happening for me.
I think we were at 57 today.
Yuck. It's a muddy mess over here in the fall. Rains all the time.
Oh, nice. Sam says his smoke is gone. It's he lives in the Pacific Northwest, kind of similar to to me. Like if you didn't have to take a ferry, we'd only be a couple hours from each other. So our weather is very similar, and because of the fires in Oregon and Washington, our skies have been so smoky. It's come all the way up here, and ours is clearing up pretty good. And Sam says his is completely gone, which means ours should be completely gone by tomorrow too. So that's good to know because it was really bad for a long time.
So is it like when he has bad weather, you're like, okay, what's coming here next?
I don't know. I don't think we've ever talked about our similar weather situations before the whole smoke in the air debacle.
Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Texas, and I swear, anytime she says, this is happening here, and I'm all the way in North Carolina, within 3 or 4 days, it's over here. And I'm like, how the hell you live in Texas and send me all the shit you get? Anytime she says anything crazy, I'm like, keep that.
Really? You think there's no way you'd get it from coming from Texas, but
yeah, but I guess it travels that way, north and east.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna have a short show tonight. Lumi's not feeling the best, and there's no reason to kind of drag it on. And if we don't need to, I do want to talk about next week's profile though, and show you what we're doing for next week. So that looks interesting as well. What is that? A tiramisu?
Threw me under the bus completely. I think I look perfectly fine to be here. Oh, Lumi's not feeling good. We're ending the show.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't my intention.
I see how it is.
I'm sorry.
It's see how she is, Lumi? Yeah, it's a tiramisu. I picked that picture.
I've never had tiramisu in my life. Is that like a coffee flavored cake?
Yes.
Well, it is, but this isn't necessarily tiramisu. It kind of looks like those
those lady fingers.
That's what's in tiramisu, though. It doesn't look like it's drenched in the rum or whatever.
Right.
It looks like a drier version of ladyfingers pudding with the mocha topping that you'd put on a tiramisu.
Right. And it's not necessarily exact. It's more, it looks like a cake or cakier kind.
Yeah. Sure. I thought it was cinnamon at first on top. Just looking at the picture and not knowing what a tiramisu was. I mean, I thought, that's just a bunch of cinnamon on top. But no, that's a mocha powder.
It can be whatever, I guess.
Yeah, it could be cinnamon because mocha can sometimes be darker. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know.
Or it could be coffee, or it could be cinnamon, nutmeg.
It's a lot of nutmeg, but it could be nutmeg.
I was gonna say that's a lot of freaking nutmeg.
Hey, you wanted fall.
Even if now that you said that, if that was cinnamon, that would be like that cinnamon challenge that all the people were doing.
That could be cream cheese frosting in between. I mean, it could be a lot.
Yeah, give me
All right, it'll be interesting anyway. Ladyfingers with espresso, karaoke says. So, well, I'm sure we'll all have fun playing around with this. And,
Yeah, I specifically picked that recipe after trying the super aromas, their coffee, and their smelling their coffee, their different coffee ones that they had in there, because I want to try something with one of those.
Yeah, those coffees smell wonderful.
They do, don't they? So I definitely wanted to use one of those, and I didn't have an excuse to make anything coffee. What just happened to my light? It went out.
Time to go shopping.
No, I think I stepped on the. There it is. I stepped on my strip cord, turned it off.
oh goodness. All right, guys. Well, if you like us and you like what we do and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, there's a couple places you can do that. You can head on over to flavorjungle.com, and we've got our one-shot line there for the Mix and Vixens. And also, you can go to, if you're shopping at Bowl City Flavors, we've got, most of us have recipe packs still there as well, so that would be cool. And if you go to DIYFlavorChaser.com, Jen, the Juice Fairy, she's got some one-shots over there as well.
And I got a really shitty logo on there, so if anybody in the chat feels like throwing me a logo, making something up, I'll use it.
Let's show her some graphic design love, peeps.
I just don't have any creativeness, computer creativeness. Hell, I barely know how to use one other than to do work.
All right. All right, thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you, Flavora and Bowl City Flavors. You guys rock. Scott over all the flavors, thank you so much. And Wayne, thank you for putting us on your podcast network. We really appreciate it. Everyone, we'll see you next week, and have a good night.
Bye.